The M8 Coupe, BMW's flagship GT, has been launched in India and is priced as rupees 2.15 crore. While that's expensive, you do get a lot for your money. This car blends the comfort and practicality of a Grand Tourer and delivers near supercar-like performance. I got to drive the car in Portugal back in 2019. But please note, the car you see here puts out 625 horsepower and is the M8 competition. The one in India has a standard 600 horsepower and also is likely to have a more compliant suspension. If you like this video, please give it a like and tell us in the comment section what you think of BMW's M8. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to stay notified. It certainly looks the part. The M8 competition's sharp creases, chiseled nose and wide open intakes lend it a look that's aggressive but not over the top. The upturned and bottom heavy BMW signature kidney grille looks purposeful, as do the LED lights placed right next to it. In fact, the whole car seems to have a balance that's pleasing with even a very nicely executed rear. Powered by a 4.4 litre twin turbo V8 that makes 600 horsepower and has 750 Nm of torque, BMW claim a 0 to 100 km time of just 3.3 seconds, exceedingly quick for a GT. This considerable firepower is deployed to the road via an 8-speed gearbox, BMW's active M differential, and a fully configurable rear axle based X-drive or 4-wheel drive system. Just as in the M5, its sister car, the X-drive system can send all of that power to the rear wheels, if indeed you want to. That's not to say the M8 doesn't have its work cut out. This car weighs in at a heavy 1.9 tons. On the inside, material quality is exceedingly high, as good in places as on the 7 Series, and the quality of the plastics, leather and even metal bits are all first rate. The design of the dash is a bit too familiar, and BMW's typical sense of understatement means it lacks that sense of occasion you expect in a car of this class. The M8, however, is quite practical on the inside. There are numerous cubby holes dotted all around the cabin, the rear seats are good enough for small children, and it even has a practical boot which offers 420 litres of boot space. Driving the more powerful competition version with 625 bhp was a real eye-opener. Driven in 2019 over some roads near Lisbon, Portugal, it proved to be a good balance of comfort and strong performance. But first the ride, which is quite stiff over bumps. But as we in India will get the slightly more compliant or softer standard version and not this competition version I'm driving, the ride is likely to be a bit more comfortable for the car in India. When it comes to performance, you can either choose 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive sport or 2-wheel drive, just as on the M5. And this gives you progressively more rear-driven handling and adjustability. To get a better impression of it at high speed, we moved to the Portimao circuit or the Autodromo Internacional do Algarve. The circuit has a long start-finish straight, and there's no better place to demonstrate BMW's fastest and most devastatingly effective sports car than here. Also very impressive are the brakes. The bite, pedal feel and most importantly retardation are spectacular and give you plenty of confidence in a place like a circuit. The M8 is also exceedingly stable at speed and provides leech-like grip from its four-wheel drive system and massive tires. It doesn't quite feel as agile or lit as something lighter, and you can feel its enormous weight, especially the weight of the engine on the front wheels and the weight of that heavy four-wheel drive system. The latter, however, the four-wheel drive system, is a gem and keeps you from spinning. It's so good, in fact, BMW actually allowed us to do a few hard laps with the ESP off. While I did manage some side slip, the transfer of power from the rear to the front takes place so soon, it just kills the slide. So you are always driving within a safety net. All in all, the M8 has the outright pace and performance of a sports car, loads and loads of grip, and the comfort and convenience of a big GT. The handling could have been a bit sharper and the interiors could have been more luxurious. But that apart, if you want a big GT with near supercar-like performance, well, this is it.